caring for the environment has always been something that Palauans have always taken pride of.
But there was no real strong efforts, say proactive efforts towards conservation. The government was not really paying attention to those things.
The traditional conservation ethic and the practices were being kind of discarded, and my views was we need to remain with the foundation of our tradition, our connections to the marine resource and to everything.
When I first began working in Micronesia, the first thing that I saw was a series of really, really small islands, and I also saw a marine conservation community that wasn't very large. There were maybe one or two organizations and just a handful of individuals.
And so what Packard really brought in was the resources to really help us bring in the necessary expertise to complement what's existing in Palau.
Things like development of people. So helping local NGOs and their staff to get the appropriate training, helping them to get tools that strengthen their institutions, skills for transparency and accountability of managing money, and their ability to bring science to the table.
Also connecting us with people who have done things that maybe have worked or have not worked, so that we can learn and grow as an organization. The Packard Foundation allowed us to go through an organizational effectiveness program, and this allowed us to zoom in our priorities.
We have had challenges along the way. We have had major challenges along the way, but Packard did not abandon its support.
The level of technical and professional skills in the conservation community in Micronesia has increased exponentially in the last 10-15 years.
Whether it's the Atlantic, the Caribbean, the Pacific, Palau, you have more passionate, able leaders per capita than any other country in the world.
It's at the political level that you see a bit of differences in how fast things gets moving.
This current president that really believes in conservation and really actually the first president to really put an environmental agenda on his political platform.
Palau is at a point where the environment is part of daily conversation.
Young people became part of this conservation movement, fisheries movement, and now they are in the leadership position. They're smart, they're well educated, and now they can decide collectively how we move forward.
We could not practice a lot of our cultural if we had degraded ecosystems. And if we couldn't practice those, then who are we?
So conservation then becomes a way of life and not a career.